To the second annual Kaulana Blue Card Festival. Woo! It's going to be a great night tonight. We got a lot of activities going on. We got some special, unique vendors here that literally will teach you something that you never knew about the marijuana plant.
Understand the differences and how to make healthy, clean extractions for patients, for recreational use, etc. So I'd like to introduce to you Fritz, the founder of Eden Labs.
Yeah, thank you. So I want to give a special thanks to Buddy for getting us out here to Hawaii. Back in the 90s, everybody was calling for kava extractors, and that's something we're experts at. Then we developed a way of making perfume out of plumeria flowers, which grow here, and we spent a lot of time in Hawaii doing that. And then it was coffee cherries, making antioxidant creams for keeping your skin young. And so it only makes sense that now that this cannabis revolution is really taking off, that Hawaii called again and through Buddy, and it's just awesome. And happy to be here. So again, we make extractions. We make extractors. We specialize in ethanol extractors, which you can make RSO, Rick Simpson oil. We make supercritical CO2 extractors, which you can see a nice picture of one over here. And we make a very good butane and propane extractor that recovers all of the butane back out of the extract and purges it all in one machine, so you can do it properly and legally. We've been extracting marijuana since 1996, and we know a lot about it. We've done it all the different ways. We don't really have any favorites. It all works. Just going through it real briefly. If you want to make the really potent hardened oils like the shatters and the waxes, it's best to do it with butane and propane. It's good to have a closed loop system that recovers all of those gases. That's how we make our systems. So you get a full yield, you get all the THC out of the plant, and then you get the butane back out of the extract and recover it. But if you're into vape pens or edibles, I really think CO2 or ethanol is a better way to do it, because those gases and solvents have a disinfectant property, and they'll clean all of the bacteria out of the oil, so it's safe to put in a cookie or a brownie or what have you. But or tinctures. A lot of people like tinctures. The best way to do that is with our cold finger system. That's where Eden Labs got its start, with the cold finger extraction process, where we can just distill grain alcohol through an herb continuously until everything's stripped out, and it's a very concentrated liquid that you can then just squirt in your mouth and you're ready to go. So, yep, if you're looking to extract, whether it's cannabis or kava, plumeria, maybe you want to extract omega-3s out of algae. All of these things are things that we've been researching for a long time, and it's our specialty.
There is no dispensary system for cannabis. You can be legal to use or to grow cannabis, but you cannot buy it legally any place. The oldest agricultural crop, cannabis hemp, is still being held hostage to the forces of evil and stupidity, brutality. But don't quote me.
So I'm going to announce Jeff Davis. He's a candidate for governor on the Libertarian Party. So you guys should take him seriously. This is a serious candidate for a great position, and he can do a lot for our state. All right, Taff.
Aloha, everyone. I'm happy to be here. I'm proud to be here. My name's Jeff Davis, and I'm running for governor. Law enforcement against prohibition. I've had an enormous number of shows on the radio with these people. Over and over again, folks coming in talking about marijuana and what happened back in the 30s when it was made illegal in order to keep industrial hemp off the market. Well, you take a Schedule I drug, which is industrial hemp, and if you smoke the entire field and you cannot get high, I would say anybody in this world could understand there's a fix is in. Keeping it out of the textile world, keeping it out of the paper world, keeping it out of the fuel world, keeping it out of the food world. A carbon neutral paper, a carbon neutral fuel. It gets deep. I mean, a lot of people take this whole conspiracy to keep industrial hemp off the market as a factor for global warming. Let's cut down the trees and make paper. Let's pump oil out of the earth and burn it. Doesn't absorb CO2 as it grows. What I would do, obviously, is we're going to take Hawaii and make it the primo, as similar to a Kona Gold, a Maui Wowie, a Kauai Electric, a Puna Butter, all right? We've got the brands, we've got the reputation, we've got the reality. Now you take Kona Coffee, recognized worldwide, it's branded, and we need all the help we can get. You know, our agricultural is in the dump, because our shipping costs are too high and because our electrical costs are too high to keep agriculture chilled. We're importing 90% of our food. We're sending all of our money out of the state every year that could be going through a register to support education system for your children, let alone you. And the war on drugs has just simply been a way to get your money out of your pocket and send it up to the 1%. You'll find me at jeffdavisgovernor.com. My radio show, Hawaii's Tomorrow, is on every day. I encourage you to support my run for governor, and let's get these issues out and let's educate folks. Any questions?
The question concerns cannabis, marijuana as a gateway drug. And in reality, it seems like it works the other way around, that it's not a drug that people get into and then they get interested about getting higher and higher. It actually seems to help people to stay off of and get off of other alcohol and other drugs, such as crystal meth, which is a big problem in the islands, as you probably know. As the world's oldest agricultural crop. It evolved with human civilization and never killed anybody. Remember, it's illegal not because it's so bad, but because it's so good. The Mexican grandmothers had it figured out generations ago. Stick some shake in a bottle of alcohol, rub it onto where it hurts. You don't need aspirin, you don't need anything. Just, some marijuana in a jar. Mother's love. Physical ailments. It can't be anxiety or insomnia, even though most of the world uses it that way and has for thousands of years. I think, hello. So, as we prepare to celebrate the end of cannabis prohibition, come find me through Kaulana Napua magazine, and we're going to be celebrating the end of prohibition pretty soon.
I mean, we are so far behind the times. We are the only state on the West Coast who has it decriminalized.
Okay, we call ourselves Sun and Rush. Mahalo for having us here. Enjoy the rest of the night. Please be safe. You guys take care. Mahalo, Kaulana Napua for the body. How you guys here tonight? Take care. Malama pono.